Welcome to the program Civil News. This is Nonat Misra going to discuss the topic the impact of the tragedy of coronavirus on global economy and particularly on the Indian economy. Now let us start the lecture. If you see the impact of coronavirus tragedy on global economy, then we can find that the coronavirus outbreaks is first and foremost a human tragedy affecting hundreds of thousands of people. It is also having a growing impact on the global economy. The COVID 19 diseases caused by corona could affect the global economy through three ways. First, direct impact on production. As we know that China's production has already been substantially affected by the shutdown in Hubei province and other areas. Some other countries are also beginning to feel a direct impact on their authorities put in place similar measures. The slowdown in China has effects on its exporters to China. China's largest source of imports are Korea, India, Japan, and other Asian countries, according to a World Bank report. Thus, even without new outbreaks of the diseases, these areas will likely experience slow growth in the first half of 2020 decade. Now, the second impact is on supply chain and market disruption. If you see this field, many manufacturing firms rely on imported intermediates inputs from China and other countries affected by this disease. Many companies also rely on sales in China to meet financial goals. The slowdown in economic activities and transportation restrictions in affected countries will likely have an impact on the production and profitability of specific global companies, particularly in manufacturing and in raw materials used in manufacturing. For companies that rely on the intermediate goods from affected regions and that are not able to easily switch sourcing, the size of the impact may depend on how quickly the outbreak fades. Small and medium-sized firms may have greater difficulty surviving the disruption. Business tied to travel and tourism are facing losses that are likely not recoverable. If you see the impact on the third sector, then third impact is on the firms and financial market. Temporary disruptions of inputs or production might stress some firms, particularly those with inadequate liquidity. Traders in financial market may or may not correctly anticipate or understand which firms might be vulnerable. The resulting rise in risk might reveal that one or more key financial market players have taken investment positions that are unprofitable under current conditions. Further, weakening trust in financial instruments and markets. A possible event would be a significant financial market disruption as participants become concerned about counterparty risk. A somewhat more likely possibility is a significant decline in equity markets and corporate bond markets. If you see the impact of the tragedy on the Indian economy, then we can find that India is among the 15 most affected economies due to the coronavirus pandemic. The trade impact for India is less as compared to the other economies such as European Union, United States, Japan and South Korea. But there is also a greater impact on Indian economy too, according to the UN report. For India, according to a UN report, the trade impact is estimated to be the most for the chemical sector at $129 million, textile and apparels at $64 million, automotive sector $34 million, metal and non-metal products $27 million, electricity and machinery $12 million, leather $13 million, and wood products $15 million. That was the impact of the tragedy created by the coronavirus on global economy. Like and subscribe the lecture for the upcoming videos.